Hi guys, I'm here again to do the sunglasses for Molly Mine's purse. Alright, here we go. Page 15, accessories. Read these instructions. We're going to hoop just the stabilizer, no organza in this one. And we're going to make sure our bobbin thread matches our top thread from the get-go. Alright, the first sew out is your outline. And then you can use spray adhesive and put your fabric on the back. I've already done that. And your foam placement is going to go up to the line. See this line? It's going to go up to that line. The fabric can go over the whole thing on top and bottom, but the foam only to the line. Okay? And then we're going to come back for the next part, and I will show you what we do then. Okay, once this sews out, now I know you can't hardly see my lines here, but let's see. You're now going to cut your fabric around, don't cut the foam, but cut the fabric all the way around your lines, top and bottom, and then we're going to put it back in. It'll run the satin stitch. Okay guys, I have my fabric all cleaned up, both sides. So now, double check, make sure your bobbin thread matches your top and pop it in for the satin stitch. Okay, this part's finished. I want you to see how easy this pulls out. It's this, whoops, there we go. Look how easy. It's a little bit harder to get these off when you're just doing the back of the credit card, when it's just a tack down stitch, but you can still get it off. But it's really easy after it's done the satin stitch. So I hope you guys had an easy time with this one. We'll get this out and I'll get ready and set up for the next file to get the lenses done. Okay, here we go. First step shows you where to put your lenses. So now I'm going to show you what I use for lenses. I have these color dividers. You can get them from the office store. I've already used this one in the past where the lenses go. So that I have blue, I have pink, there's a purple in there. I don't even remember what all colors come in them, but you can just, that's just what I have. You can use regular vinyl if you want. I have some tinted vinyl, but I just think this is a lot of fun. I have pink material, so I'm going to have little rose colored lenses. So we're going to do the applique down for the vinyl, and then we'll be back. Okay, I trimmed my excess and then I stitched the next step, which puts a line right here. All that is a placement for your earpiece, and you're going to put it all the way up here and hold it down, and it will now tack this down, and then it will repeat for the other side. Okay, I want to show you how this looks. See, it's still loose here. It tacks it down right here where there was no foam. That's from the where we put our foam up to the one line and it's thinner. That's where it tacks it down. So hold on to this really good. Put some tape on it, however you keep it down there, because when it tacks it down, it can shift it. I did not think to tell all of y'all sooner in this process, but if it helps when you're doing any of your tack down stitches, you may turn the speed down on your machine. Slow it way down and it will move slower back and forth, and you can keep your pieces more stable while they're being tacked down. So anyway, we have this one tacked down and I stitched the outline here. Now I'm going to go tack down the other side. Okay, both of these are attached. We have now sewn the outline for our rims. Now we are going to put foam, then fabric. But we also have to spray and put fabric back here before we put it in. So read the instructions and be sure you put fabric on the back, foam on top right over your lenses, okay? Then fabric on top of that and let it do the tack down. Then come back. Okay guys, I did half so you could see when you get it off there, you got to clean your fabric up. From around the outside and the inside, leave the foam, okay? So cut your fabric. I have to finish cutting mine around the outside and the inside, but leave the foam. Now on the back, you also have to do the same thing. And when you take the fabric out from the lens, you may, if you choose, take out the stabilizer at this time as well. It's just tear away, so you can always wait and tear it out when it's done. I chose to tear it out on this one so you could see the difference. Okay, so I'm going to clean up the rest of my fabric, and then we're going to make sure we have our bobbin thread matching our top thread, because the next step it's gonna go through this satin, I think. Let's go see. Okay, now while we wait on my sunglasses to finish up in there, I'm going to show you a technique that I have for finishing my edges. This little gadget is called a stencil cutting iron. Can you see the tip right there? It's a curved tip, looks much like a wood burning tool. It gets hot, don't burn yourself. Okay, you never touch that tip to anything that you don't want to get burned. So first we're going to look at my fuzzy edge. I don't know if you can see it good enough. Okay, so maybe you can see those little fuzzes. Now we're just going to take this and slowly run it across the top. I'll see if you can see it. And it just melts. See how quickly I did that? Now I'm going to do it from this angle. Maybe you can see better. I'll do this end. Ready? Let's see. See that? Okay. I don't know how well you can see the fuzzes. Right here. Okay. Now, here we go. We're just going to buzz right across here. And it just melts it right off. Same thing right here. These are little fuzzies. And it just melts them. Now, if you hover too long over your threads, you can burn your threads off. So if you have a stencil cutting iron, you can do this. I don't know if a wood burning tool would work. It might, but it's just one more technique. You can also take, I still have some white stuff showing through right here. Sometimes this will take care of some of that, and sometimes it will not. If it bothers you, you can take a Sharpie marker or something and just touch up where there's little bits of foam or stabilizer showing through. Okay, some of that's a glare for me and not actual white stuff, but there is some white pieces showing through. It just depends on how bad it bothers you. But look, I don't know any little girl who's going to really sit there and pick apart our edges. It's fun. So y'all have fun. Go get busy, and you can take all your little pieces and however you want. You can either leave them if it doesn't bother you, because it certainly isn't bad. But if you happen to have a stencil cutting tool, you can get busy and just run them across the edge and get all your little pieces cleaned up before we put our purse together, or after. But this way you now understand my technique. Okay guys, now the glasses are done. We still leave the foam in because we don't want to pull anything loose. It sewed an outline for the flower. I am choosing to put more fabric underneath, but if you do this, make sure you don't get spray adhesive on your lens. So I just did spray on the corner of my fabric, and I'm going to let it overlap right there where there's no adhesive. See, that one fell off. And I'm going to make my bobbin thread green to match my top thread. So now we're going to finish the flowers and get done with these glasses. Yay! Okay, this part of my flower has all finished. And you see how I matched it front and back. She doesn't say that you have to do that on there. That's just something I chose so that it won't matter. You know, when she looks at it, it'll look cute either way. Now the next step is to sew the center. I'm going to match my bobbin thread again, so it'll be the same front and back. You don't have to do that, but it's up to you. But if you want to do it, now's the time to do that, okay? Okay, guys, we're all done. So guess what? Away comes this foam. Look at that. And ta-da! And you can see right through it. Isn't that cute? You can see right through it. Okay, I'm going to take this off my stabilizer and we're done with sunglasses. So I will see you again probably tomorrow afternoon maybe. And I'll start page construction. I'm excited. Start reading through your instructions and get them ready so we can get these pages put together. Okay, see you soon. See, you guys, who wouldn't love a pair of rose-colored glasses? Look how great these things are. See there? Let me put my digs back on. All right, there we go. But see how great? Now, you can't even tell, unless you're the embroiderer and you know, you can't even tell which way's front and which way's back. See? Isn't that great? And they'll fold up and go right into that little pocket that's going to be inside our purse. I'm so excited. Purse time. Good night.